Hello, I'm Professor Flannery. Welcome to SPE 100. This is the interview project, and today I'm interviewing someone who inspires me, and that's my sister, Mara Flannery. I have a couple of questions to ask you, Mara, and thank you, viewers and listeners, for tuning in. Mara, you're
Yeah.
a music therapist and college graduate and singer and performer. Have you ever felt nervous about speaking in public or giving a presentation?
I definitely have. I think that it's pretty much human nature to feel a little awkward and a little nervous when you're up in front of a crowd. Um, I think that the thing that helps me, the most is that I had some experience doing musicals in high school. Although I always felt like that was a little different. Like I was told exactly what to say, like one line. The music you're performing is practiced for months and months and months. So I think
Mm.
performance wise, that helped me just kind of take a little bit of the pressure off. But I
Mhm.
have had to give what we call in services. So we go either to businesses or even to we've gone to legislators to promote and tell people about the benefits of music therapy. And I've had to speak with at Harrisburg to some of our legislators about why music therapy should be licensed and all these things that are going on in our field. So I think sometimes that can be even more intimidating because that's persuasive, so you're trying to get someone to agree with you. I think that
Yes,
can be a lot of pressure.
these are all really interesting points. The points you make about the importance of practice and
Yeah.
also about how persuasive speaking is sometimes more nerve-wracking because you have a task which is to change someone's mind. I really
Yeah.
responded to that. When you're in these situations where you're doing public speaking, what gives you the confidence to keep going even through that nervousness?
Preparation. When we do in services, so for example, even at my internship, this is kind of I think was a good idea. They had you do an in service as if you were asking a company or presenting to a company to provide music therapy for them. So it gives you practice for the real world. Usually we have to advocate for ourselves and give each business kind of an individualized assessment and say, here are the things that I could help with your business to promote it, to give people better quality of life, and so on. And so for those, I had note cards. Obviously I would write out all my big points, and then I memorized as much as I possibly could, because you want to make that personal connection and everything and
Mm-hmm.
make it seem as personal as possible. So I pretty much hours and hours and hours of rehearsing it and practicing it. So kind of like musical, I was just running my lines. And then I think, that's a more intimate setting. And then when it comes to things where you're with a bigger group, I think trying to put a little bit of myself into my presentation, trying to make people kind of see a little bit of my personality and joke around a little bit and make it make it a more personal experience, because that makes me feel more comfortable if I feel like people know me.
I want to point out just really quickly that I didn't coach you on any of these
No.
answers.
No, you were like, hey, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Can you?
However, you have answered exactly what I want. Preparation, I love that. Preparation being key, and also putting your own personality in. I mean, that's what this is all about in the Speech 100.
It's true. And I seriously, she did not coach me on this, but I took speech. Of course, we all are required to take
You're
public speaking
required.
courses in college. I loved my professor in college. And I loved that they very much encouraged us to be personable. And we even did some I don't know, I felt like it was good practice because I didn't know anyone in the class, because I was in my music therapy classes in my bubble, and then was totally out of my bubble. And I think that really helped. I mean, we all need this, even when it comes to talking to your colleagues in a smaller group. I would have been very nervous. Sometimes that's more intimidating.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
Mara, I just want to thank you so much for your time today. That's all the time we have for this presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Good luck, everyone.